everyone, welcome to ABC Interactive English. I'm Mike.
I'm Rainbow.
And today, Rainbow, we have a story. It's the first day. It's a 2-day story. And for the first day, we see that this title there, The Ship of Friendship.
The ship?
Yes.
What does that mean?
Well, a ship is kind of like a boat, right? These are things that go on water, that carry people and things across oceans and lakes and along rivers and things like that. I think a boat is smaller than a ship.
Ship is large.
Right.
Okay.
So it's a ship. It's something that goes on the water of friendship.
Are the friends on the boat? On the ship? Going on a trip?
It's a ship of friends.
I think so.
Okay, but of course we also use friendship to talk about when you are friends with someone.
Yes, that's the noun. So I can say, I love our friendship.
Okay.
Because we are honest with one another. So we use that word friendship as the noun to describe us being friends.
Yeah, so it could be a bunch of friends are going on a ship or a boat voyage or journey.
Cruise.
That's true. Or maybe it's a bunch of friends got together to make a ship, to build the ship themselves, and they're also building a friendship.
It sounds really difficult.
I don't know what it is. We are guessing here, but we know there will be a good story with a good message at the end. So I say let's get into the story, start reading, and then we will find out exactly what is this ship of friendship. Let's check it out. Two friends were at sea when a storm sank their ship. Luckily, they survived and made it to an island. It was small and like a desert. All right, so the ship of friendship, part 1. The only way to solve the mystery of the story is to read the story. So let's go. It says, two friends were at sea when a storm sank their ship.
They are on a ship.
Not anymore. The ship sank in a big storm. Well, hopefully their friendship lasts longer than the ship because the ship is gone. It sank in a storm. But that does happen, right? Big storms can do big damage to ships and also to buildings and people because a storm is a really bad weather event. A hurricane, a typhoon, a lot of rain and wind coming down, lightning flashing and crashing across the sky. You can have snowstorms in the winter in some places. Those might be called blizzards. Here, of course, the big storms we have in summer are typhoons, or maybe if you're in North Africa, you could have a sandstorm. Wow. A lot of wind blowing very strongly, a lot of rain maybe coming down. There's a danger for people and for things to get hurt in a storm. But basically, when the weather is going a little crazy and you should stay inside, it's probably because there's a storm out there.
And when the storm is really bad and you're on the sea, sometimes it could cause boats or ships to sink. And what that means is that the ship is going under the water and everybody's gonna not be able to breathe because they're under the water and they're going down and down and down and down, and then they're all gonna die. So sinking is the action of going down in the water. So if you put something very heavy in the water, it would sink. If you put a little rubber duck on the top, it would float. So floating is the opposite of sinking. Floating means staying on the water. Sinking means falling down.
There you go. If you want to know about sinking, Just watch the movie Titanic.
Oh, yeah. Okay, so back to the article. Let's see what happens. It says, luckily, they survived and made it to an island. It was small and like a desert. So they are very lucky that they didn't die. They actually floated and floated and floated onto an island, which is a land surrounded by water in the middle of nowhere. But they did survive.
That's right. If you're in a situation where you could die, like a big storm, like a car accident, maybe you get a terrible disease that could kill you, but you don't die. Well done. Congratulations. You have survived. You have successfully not died when you could die. So we would use this word to talk about a terrible experience, a very, very dangerous experience that could or does sometimes kill people, but you or a friend or the people in the news story, the people who don't die in the earthquake, plane crash, typhoon, those people survive. They are still alive,
Safe.
but it was a dangerous situation.
It was very dangerous, but at this point, they come to a place that's like a desert. Now, a desert is a place with a lot of sand that's very dry. So everywhere is covered in sand and nothing else. And you might see some camels in the desert, but there's not a lot of water because that place is very dry. So for example, if you go to somewhere like Dubai, you can see a beautiful desert and ride some camels. And this is a word that is interesting because notice there's only one S. If there's two S's, that word is dessert, which is a type of food. So if it's one S, then that's the desert, the place that's full of sand. So let's take a break very quick to see what happens next, and then we'll be right back soon.
They didn't know what to do, so they agreed to pray to God. Also, to see who had more powerful prayers, they agreed to stay on different sides of the island. When they prayed for food, the first man got a fruit tree. The second man got nothing. Then the first man prayed for and got a wife, a house, clothes, and more food.
So I wonder what's going to happen to these friends on a place that's an island that's like a desert. So the article says they didn't know what to do. So they agreed to pray to God. Now, not everybody believes in somebody up there, but some people do believe that there's a being who is taking care of everyone, and he's bigger than all of us and maybe could help us. So what we do is we put our hands together and we close our eyes and we pray. We say, God, please help us. So to pray means you are saying something that's like a wish to somebody who you believe is bigger than you, a part of the universe. It could be a God like in the Christian religion, or it could be like Guan Yin in Taiwanese religion. We often pray to gods when we need some help or guidance. And these friends definitely need some help. So they're gonna pray to see if God can help them.
That's right. On this desert island, they probably have no food. It's hard to find water.
Yeah.
There's no one around to come and help them. So yes, maybe they need God's help because other things are not easy to get.
They might die.
That's right. They're not easy to get help from. So they started to pray. Also, the story continues along with praying to God, also to see who had more powerful prayers. They agreed to stay on different sides of the island. Interesting.
That's a strange concept.
This is kind of like a talent contest.
It's a test
to
for
see
sure.
who God loves more. Notice we used the word to see who's prayers were more powerful. When you pray, you are talking to God, asking God to help you. And what you say, those times when you are praying, you are saying prayers. You might say a prayer to help your grandmother get better if she's sick, or a prayer to make you strong and smart tomorrow for your big exam. And of course, if we want things to work, maybe it's a prayer, maybe it's something else we're trying to do, maybe we're talking about a machine, maybe we're talking about our muscles after we go to the gym. But if it works very well, if it has a lot of power, it's powerful. Now, of course, power can be felt with your muscles or with big engines. An airplane has powerful engines. An Olympic athlete will have powerful muscles. But we can also talk about powerful light coming from the sun. Or a powerful smell coming from your chodofu. Oh, get it away from me. The smell is so powerful.
So strong.
It's right. It means there's a lot there. There's a lot of energy or whatever going on. But it's not weak. It's not small. It's not quiet. It's the opposite. It's powerful. So hopefully, their powerful prayers will get them the help that they need. But what did they exactly pray for?
Well, I'm guessing they gotta eat, right?
That would be a good guess.
The article says when they prayed for food, the first man got a fruit tree.
Wow.
I think his prayer was powerful because immediately he got a fruit tree. The second man got nothing. I guess his prayer wasn't powerful.
I hope the first man was sharing the fruit from his tree.
I hope so too.
With the second man, but clearly God is working here because like magic, a fruit tree appeared on the island. So that's good.
Good.
And the men continued to pray. Then we read, so after they ate their fruit, then the first man prayed for and got a wife, a house, clothes, and more food.
That's incredibly powerful for a prayer.
I think we would say all his prayers were answered, but I notice he didn't pray for an airplane or a boat to come by
to rescue
and save them. I think I would pray for that first. But yes, clearly, now they have, one man has food, a place to stay, some clothes to wear, and a lovely wife to have conversations with. I don't know. But anyways, one man's prayers are being answered. The other man, not so much.
I don't know about that. We have to find out tomorrow.
That's right. And I hope this doesn't affect their friendship in any bad way. But yes, the answers to these questions and more will come to us tomorrow in part 2. So until then, take care, and we'll see you back here very soon.
Bye.
Bye-bye. Two friends were at sea when a storm sank their ship. Luckily, they survived and made it to an island. It was small and like a desert. They didn't know what to do, so they agreed to pray to God. Also, to see who had more powerful prayers, they agreed to stay on different sides of the island. When they prayed for food, the first man got a fruit tree. The second man got nothing. Then the first man prayed for and got a wife, a house, clothes, and more food.
Hi, I'm Tina. 我们来看这一课的重点单字。第一个 storm 名词，暴风雨。Some trees came down in the storm. 一些树木在暴风雨中倒下了。下一个单字 sink 动词，使下沉，使陷入。它的三态是 sink, sank, sunk. The ship sank to the bottom of the sea. 那艘船沉入海底了。下一个单字 survive 动词，活下来，幸存。Some trees cannot survive in cold places. 有些树无法在寒冷的地方存活。 最后一个单字 desert desert 名词沙漠。Jack was lost in the desert for a week. Jack 在沙漠里迷路了1个星期了。接着我们来看重点文法。第一个 make it 达到完成某件事情。我们来看看这个例句。
My team made it to the finals! My team made it to the finals! Can you believe this? Oh, yes.
下一个文法 agree to 加动词，达成协议，同意做某件事情。Agree 在这里是一个不及物动词，前面的主词是2个人以上。我们来看看这个例句。My sister and I agreed to clean the kitchen together. 我妹妹跟我同意一起打扫厨房。最后一个文法 pray to somebody. Pray for something 就是指向某人祈祷或者是祈求某事物。Pray 的后面因为受词的不同，所搭配的介系词也要跟着变化哦。我们先来看看 pray to somebody 的例句。My mother prays to God every morning. 我妈妈每天早上都会向上帝祷告。接着我们再来看看 pray for something 的例句。We're praying for good weather for tomorrow's picnic. 我们祈祷明天野餐时有个好天气。以上就是这一课的重点单字跟文法，我们下一课再见，拜拜。
C.G. Chun Sweet Shop on Guangfu Road is over 100 years old. Wen Hong Wang, the founder's grandson, keeps his grandfather's way of making sweets. Everything in the shop is very old style, and it seems that time stops here. Some people have been coming to the shop for many years. The shop's most famous dish is Four God Soup, which is a great choice on hot summer days. You can also order Four God Ice, which is similar but served with ice, and other popular sweet desserts.